started. None of y'all wanted to be in this position. How do you feel like y'all kind of stayed together as a team coming out of this app game?
Well, we got a good brotherhood in the locker room. No pointing fingers at nobody. We're in this as a team, so we're gonna come out of this as a team. Just got to keep grinding, keep stacking days. Get back to work. Our main focus is us. How can we get better? So we can change everything around.
Coach Houston said he kind of stood up right after the game. Was like, hey, if you want to blame somebody, blame me as the head coach. Like, when you hear that as a player, what kind of goes through your mind?
Oh, that's an amazing feeling. Like having a head coach to take full responsibility of the positives and the negatives. So they're gonna. If we win and if we're up, most likely you're going to get all the credit for, to the coach. So, now that we're losing, hearing that he wants to take full responsibility, that has to, that means something to everybody.
Kind of helps build trust, right?
Yeah, most definitely. A lot of that sometimes leans on the quarterback. So, you know what I'm saying? But having a coach to take that burden off the quarterback as well, it's a positive. It's a positive.
Obviously, you're one of the few returning starters other than the D-line. How have you started to gel and acclimate to playing with new DBs, new inside backers this year?
We got a lot of new guys, a lot of new faces in the locker room. So I think the main thing is to just make sure we're still together, off the field. Last year we had a lot of guys with a lot of chemistry. We still got that same chemistry, but now it's just we just trying to stay together as a brotherhood, still implement those guys into the locker room and the culture here. So that's the big thing.
You look at the last two games, y'all led Marshall in the fourth quarter. Y'all were up 2 scores on the half. What can y'all learn from that in terms of finishing, going forward, and getting some of these wins?
I think the obvious thing is you just gotta keep finishing. We gotta keep our foot on their necks. When we're up, can't let the foot off the gas. Just keep going in there, just keep dominating and don't give up. So we can't take it easy on anybody when we get up. You just got to keep executing.
Very different offense from the 3 you've played previously. How are you guys kind of handling the departure from the normal game plan and handling that extra spread out offense, if you would?
Oh yeah, I think Gardner-Webb does a good job, to play to their strengths. You know what I'm saying? They put themselves in a good position to make plays and to be successful, and it's worked pretty good for them this offseason. This season, but I think we just got to go in and just play our keys, our assignment, do our job, and Coach Hale to find a way for us to be successful.
How cool is it to score? I know y'all didn't win, but to see 2 defensive touchdowns on the board,
that's a great feeling. We had that kind of mindset going into the game, going into every game. We want to score on both sides of the ball. So getting 2 defensive touchdowns, that was a milestone for us, and just hoping we can keep piling on that.
Yeah, even in a loss, can that kind of lift you guys just going into the next week, just knowing that you guys can play like that?
As a side of the ball, as a defensive perspective, it could, but the main thing is still go out there and get the dub at the end of the day.
What have you seen from Antoine being 17? He made a good play in his first real college action. How do you think he's kind of handled it being so young?
He's handled it well. He's a great player. He has a lot of potential. It shows. So I'm just can't wait for him to go out there and show when he gets his opportunity to go show the world what he's capable of. So that was amazing for him. It was nice really seeing him go out there and make that play. Coach put us in a great call. Had a hard corner out there, and the quarterback made a bad read. And Antoine was able to be successful, make the catch and return it. So what I'm saying, it was a lot into that play, but he definitely showed up.
Is that kind of like the complimentary football y'all looking for too? You get the punts, you pin them back, and then y'all execute the call from the coach, and then he makes the play. Is that kind of like the recipe for success?
Yeah, we practice situations all the time. So coach hits on it. He's seen almost every situation you can get into a game. So we practice being backed up, coming out, goal line, shot zone, all different kinds of defensive plays you can get. So we knew when they were backed up. They like a specific amount of plays. They want to get something quick. They might win the ball, take a shot. It's only a certain amount of things they can do. And we showed them one play. They checked, and when coach seen them check, we checked. So I know he put us in the best situation to get a stop, and we were just able to execute.
All right, appreciate it, Jeremy.
Thanks.